Hello everyone. She snapped at me in front of her friends. You can't even satisfy me, let alone provide for me. I just smiled, paid for my portion of the bill, and walked out. That night she showed up at my door crying, but my new girlfriend was the one who answered. Hey everyone, a quick thank you. Over 14% of you are subscribed and it means the world. If you're new here and enjoy these stories, join the family. We're on the road to 10,000. Alright, I know how this sounds, but bear with me. The whole situation was wild. My ex Vanessa and I dated for about 8 months. I'm 25, she's 24. Things started off great, but the last few months she became increasingly demanding about money and started making comments about my lifestyle. I'm a plumber and I own my own business. I make really good money actually. But Vanessa always acted weird when people asked what I did. She's a manager at an upscale boutique, so she's around expensive things all day. We live together in my house, which I own outright. But lately, she kept talking about upgrading to a bigger place in a better neighborhood. Everyone at work lives in those new downtown condos, Mike. They're so much nicer than this place. Babe, this house is paid off. Why would we move somewhere we'd have to pay rent? Because it's about more than just money, it's about lifestyle. The real problem started when she began hanging out with a new group of girls from work, all of them dating guys with office jobs. Suddenly, Vanessa seemed embarrassed to be with a plumber. Why can't you get a normal job like everyone else? Vanessa, I own my business. I make more than most people with normal jobs. It's not about the money, it's about what people think. I should have ended it then, but I thought she'd get over it. Last Friday, she texted me insisting we go to this new, overpriced steakhouse downtown. I agreed even though it wasn't my scene. Great, she said. I invited Ashley and Madison from work and their boyfriends. You'll finally get to meet them. Red flag, but I went along with it. Saturday night, we met at the restaurant. Ashley and Madison showed up with their boyfriends who were exactly what I expected, button-down shirts, talking about marketing and investment portfolios. This is my boyfriend Kevin. He works in digital marketing, Ashley said. And this is Brad, Madison added. He's in corporate finance. Then it was my turn. This is my boyfriend Mike, Vanessa said without much enthusiasm. He owns a maintenance company. A maintenance company, not a plumbing business. She made it sound like I was a janitor. The whole dinner was awkward. Kevin and Brad talked about their careers and asked vague questions about what I really did. Vanessa kept steering the conversation away. About halfway through, Kevin started talking about a vacation to Bermuda. An all-inclusive resort package, he said. That sounds incredible, Vanessa sighed. Mike and I never do anything like that. I was confused. We talked about Costa Rica. You said you wanted to wait until summer. That's different. That's not a real vacation. What makes a vacation real? You know, somewhere romantic with nice resorts and good service. Costa Rica has nice resorts. It's not the same thing, Mike, Ashley jumped in. Kevin surprised me for our 6-month anniversary. It's so nice having someone who knows how to treat you, right? The comment hung in the air. Must be nice, Vanessa said, looking right at me. Madison piled on. Brad and I went to Napa last month. Wine country is so romantic, much better than camping or whatever. See, that's what I'm talking about, Vanessa said. Some people know how to plan real dates. Vanessa, we've been on plenty of nice dates. The weekend at the lake house, the concert, dinner at Romano's last month. Those aren't the same thing. How? Because they're not impressive, they're just normal. Kevin and Brad were watching us like it was a TV show. Ashley and Madison were exchanging looks. Vanessa, maybe we should talk about this at home. No, let's talk about it now. I'm tired of pretending everything's fine. Pretending what's fine? Our relationship, Mike, our future. What's wrong with our future? What future? You're content just running your little maintenance business forever. It's not a little business, it's successful. Successful compared to what? Compared to most businesses, I do well. Define well. I make good money, Vanessa, you know this. How good? Good enough to own a house and support both of us. That's not what I asked. The table went silent, everyone was staring. Vanessa, what do you want me to say? I want you to be honest about your limitations. What limitations? Your career limitations, Mike, your ambition limitations. I don't have limitations, I have a successful business. Vanessa looked at her friends, then back at me and dropped the bomb. Mike, you can't even satisfy me, let alone provide for me. The words hit like a slap. Her friends gasped, the other guys looked uncomfortable but intrigued. Vanessa, what the hell? It's true, Mike, you're not ambitious, you're not sophisticated, you're just comfortable being small time. Small time, I started laughing, I couldn't help it. What's so funny, she demanded. You think Kevin and Brad are more successful than me? Kevin, what's your annual income if you don't mind me asking? Mike, don't, Vanessa warned. About $70,000, Kevin said. That's great, Brad, what about you? Around $85,000. Cool, so Vanessa, since you think I can't provide for you, want to know what I made last year? $160,000. Dead silence. That's impossible, Madison whispered. Nope, the plumbing business is good. Emergency calls, commercial contracts, I'm booked 6 months out. Ashley looked stunned. You make twice what Kevin makes. Yeah, but apparently that doesn't matter because it's not sophisticated enough. Vanessa's face was bright red. Money isn't everything, she mumbled. You literally just said I couldn't provide for you. Seems like it was pretty important a second ago. It's not about the money, it's about image. Image. Yes, image. What am I supposed to tell people when they ask what my boyfriend does? You tell them your boyfriend owns a successful plumbing company and makes a 6-figure income. It's not the same thing. You're right, it's better, it's real success, not just a fancy title. I signaled the waiter, can I get the check please? Mike, what are you doing? Paying for my dinner and leaving. You can't just leave. Watch me, the bill came. I calculated my portion, the salmon and 2 drinks, and put $40 on the table. Mike, you always pay when we go out, Vanessa said quietly. You just told everyone I can't provide for you, figured I should stop trying. I stood up. Thanks for dinner, everyone, good luck splitting the rest. I walked out feeling like I'd dodged a missile. That night my phone blew up with texts from Vanessa. Mike, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Ashley had to lend me money for my part, can you Venmo me? I'm getting an Uber home, we need to talk. I didn't respond, she came home around midnight but I'd locked the bedroom door. By Sunday morning she was gone, leaving a note saying she was staying at Ashley's so I could cool off. Sunday afternoon, I was at the hardware store and ran into Emma, a friend from high school. We caught up for an hour. She had just moved back to town to work as a nurse. She was smart, funny, and down-to-earth, the complete opposite of Vanessa. We exchanged numbers and made plans for coffee. I had coffee with Emma on Tuesday and it lasted 3 hours. When I told her about my business, she was impressed. That's amazing, Mike. Starting your own company takes real guts. It was so refreshing. On Wednesday, she came over for dinner. She loved my house. Mike, this place is beautiful. You own this outright. That's incredible. Meanwhile, Vanessa was trying to get back in, even calling my mom. My mom just laughed and told her, if you were dumb enough to be embarrassed about a man who owns his house and business, you deserve what you got. The next Saturday, exactly 1 week after the restaurant disaster, my doorbell rang. I thought it was Emma coming over with takeout. I opened the door, it was Vanessa crying with 2 suitcases. Mike, thank God you're home. I've been thinking all week and I know I can fix this. Vanessa, what are you doing here? I'm here to apologize and move back in. I was completely wrong. You can't just move back in. Mike, please, I talked to Ashley and Madison and they said I was crazy. So your friends had to tell you that you messed up. That's not the point. It's exactly the point. Mike, I know I screwed up, but we can work through this. I love you. You love me now that your friends told you I make good money. Before I could say more, a car pulled in. It was Emma holding takeout bags and a bottle of wine. Vanessa turned and saw her. Who is that? That's Emma, my girlfriend. Your girlfriend for how long? About a week. Emma walked up looking confused. Hey babe, I brought Thai food, everything okay? Everything's fine, Vanessa was just leaving. I was not just leaving, Mike, we live together. You moved out, remember? I needed time to think, I didn't say it was permanent. You packed your stuff and left, that's moving out. Emma stepped forward. Hi, I'm Emma, I don't think we've met. I'm Vanessa, Mike's girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend, I corrected. Mike, tell her we're working things out. We're not working anything out, Vanessa. I'm not leaving until we fix this. There's nothing to fix, you showed me exactly who you are. She stood there crying for another minute before finally loading her suitcases back into her car and driving away. Emma and I went inside and I told her the whole story. Her reaction was perfect. Mike, she sounds awful. Who says that to someone they love? I think what you've built is impressive. That was 6 weeks ago? Emma and I are official now and things are amazing. She's proud of what I do and never makes me feel like I have to apologize for my success. The whole thing taught me a valuable lesson. Some people care more about appearances than substance. Vanessa wanted a boyfriend who looked impressive on paper, even if he couldn't provide what I could. She got so caught up in her friends' opinions that she threw away a good thing for a fantasy. Now she's back at her parents' house, while I'm with someone who appreciates me for who I am and what I've built. Sometimes, the best revenge is simply living well and letting people face the consequences of their own choices. Smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the moment you knew you were being undervalued at work? Please subscribe past Quest for more stories.